guys, welcome to Office Blokes Reacts. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively word Office Blokes.
Office Blokes.
Coming at you live from a Monday. I was going to say Monday morning then, but it's not, is it?
No, can't do it Monday morning.
No.
Yeah, and unfortunately me and Daz are the only ones that are safe from being microchipped at the moment. Mike's been chipped, hasn't he? Like an animal.
What's Bill Gates been doing with you?
I've noticed my phone makes weird noises whenever you come near me.
Yeah,
now.
you start crackling. Yeah.
No?
Anyway.
Yeah, we are the Office Blokes and we've got a
Patreon channel.
Patreon channel.
Yeah. Go to patreon.com. Have a look for Office Blokes Reacts.
Vaccinations caused the delay.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, go and have a look.
Yeah, and we've also got a second channel, or a third channel, depending on which way you want to look at it.
Yeah.
Office Blokes Try. Nothing on there yet, but there will be this week. Well, maybe next week. Or the week after. It's coming.
We're starting to record very soon, don't worry. I'm still waiting for the one chip challenge.
Still waiting for deliveries, aren't we? But we're trying something new as well, which is something we'll do once we find the location.
Well, 21 things in the US that puzzle most foreigners. How long it takes to post a one chip challenge to the UK. That's number one. We did it about 3 weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we'll get into it. 21 things in the US that puzzle most foreigners.
Do you think any of this are going to puzzle us?
No, for you, because you've lived there in a couple of states.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if there's anything in there that is going to
really...
Let's see.
I feel like we know the culture quite well because we watch American movies, American TV shows. You know, it's like...
Yeah, you get a lot of American programming over here, don't you? So
it's not like
pretty well up on what it's like.
It's North Korea, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we'll get into it.
We'll see.
Oh.
Well, you may have lived in the United States your whole life without realizing that something totally normal for you seems bizarre.
Is that the oversimplified guy? The voiceover?
It could be.
Sounds familiar, doesn't he?
Yeah, it does a bit.
To people from other parts of the world. Who knew that munching on fried pickles in a highly air-conditioned room was so outlandish? Well, here are some other highly entertaining Americanisms I've gathered. Let's count it down from number 21. Sales tax is a guessing game. When you go shopping in the U.S. and see a price tag that says $14.88,
Read that was the other
don't
one,
expect
didn't
to pay $14.88 at the register. Sales tax is not included in the price of an item. And since this tax can vary from state to state, figuring out your total can turn into the ultimate mental math challenge. In many European countries, the sales tax is already included in the price. It's known as a value-added tax, or VAT. Number 20. We're total workaholics. A lot of Americans don't feel the need to take long vacations, so they often let vacation and sick hours pile up without ever using them. Plus, most employers only give you 2 weeks out of the year. But in a lot of other countries, like Brazil or Finland, workers are encouraged to take an average of 30 days of vacay. Wow, maybe I should take some time off, or perhaps I'll just keep waiting. 19. It's not a party without red Solo cups. In the States, this red plastic cup is synonymous with "party on, dude." But other countries apparently don't recognize this cup to mean the same thing.
We had them at a Christmas pie.
I was going to say we prefer not to choke dolphins to death on plastic cups, but then you said we had them at our Christmas party. And I was like, you don't see them a lot over here, though, do you? We drink out of a pint glass. That's why we drink beer in a pint glass. I don't, but you know.
I see them quite regular. I don't know.
I don't see them.
I can't
often.
think where I don't see them.
You
see them quite regular, I think.
Yeah.
Not for me.
No?
No.
People in the UK, for example, don't use red Solo cups at get-togethers. They have to go to a special website to purchase the cups for American-themed parties. Who knew? Number 18. Deep-fried everything. Whether it's fried pickles or even fried Oreos, America has...
Fred Mars bar.
I was going to say, I think the Scottish have got something to say about this. The best is the Sona kebab, which is a chippy sausage wrapped in doner meat, deep fried. That's a big thing in Scotland. I've had one, and it was amazing. It's unbelievable. It's so nice.
What do your cholesterol much good, I don't think.
Like kill you if you ate one a day, you'd be dead.
It all. Fried fish recipes first appeared in Spanish and Portuguese cookbooks as far back as the 1200s, and the Greeks were frying food in olive oil way back in the 5th century BCE. But as America does with many things, they've adopted a tradition from far-off lands and took it up a notch, or 5. 17. Get everything you need right at the pharmacy. If you're not from the U.S., it may be puzzling to walk into a pharmacy and see aisles and aisles of over-the-counter meds, toys, makeup, clothes, and even groceries. Unlike in other countries where pharmacies sell medicine and medical supplies exclusively, the ones in the U.S. are like small convenience stores where you can grab magazines, Tylenol, and a frozen pizza in one fell swoop. 16. Fill her up. In America, if a restaurant doesn't offer free refills on fountain drinks, it's kind of strange. But in other countries, once you buy one beverage, that's it. France banned refills on sugary sodas back in 2017 in order to combat the current obesity epidemic. But in the US, the idea of free refills is still alive and well. 15.
You get free refills here.
Yeah, they've not always done it.
Weatherspoons, Nando's.
Yeah.
I think it depends where. It's not
more
like,
of a recent thing.
Yeah, it's not across the board, I don't think, is it?
No.
Certain ones. I think Weatherspoons, is that just like a tea and coffee that they do that, though?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it's beer and everything, is it?
I think
yeah,
free refill on beer. Imagine.
I mean, they're always busy anyway, but
free refills on beer. Be packed.
It's not the best business model in the world, is it? Really?
No,
You're not
really
thought that one through, have you?
If you don't like it, return it. Whether it's an ugly sweater from grandma or a heinous pair of earrings from an ex, if you don't like it, you can just return it. In America, making returns at stores is pretty normal and super easy. I mean, the US even has a National Returns Day in January, conveniently held for you to return holiday gifts you weren't too thrilled about. 14. Tips for everyone. Cab drivers, servers, hairdressers, you gotta tip them. Tips are acceptable for almost any service in the U.S. and sometimes consist of 25% of the bill. We haven't started tipping surgeons yet, but there are places in other parts of the world, such as Japan, that consider tipping incredibly rude, like in restaurants. When you travel to different countries, it's important to learn their tipping etiquette so that you don't offend anyone. 13. I'll take my coffee to go. With a Starbucks on every corner, it's very normal to see people toting around a coffee as they shop, commute to work, and whatever else at all times of the day. But in many parts of the world, coffee is meant to be sipped on while seated and enjoying the paper or chatting with friends. Tugging your coffee along with you throughout the day might be due to the fact that the cups are huge and take longer to drink. Who's got that kind of time to be sitting in a cafe for hours?
It's kind of assuming that places like Europe are in the Dark Ages. You gotta like sit and have your little espresso with a paper rather than.
I think that's more of like an Italian, getting at the point of it being Italian tradition.
Yeah, a little bit of the street cafes and things like that.
I think coffee on the go in this country is a big thing.
Yeah, I think
definitely.
It is. Yeah.
You get a lot of mobile coffee places outside.
Well, again, we've got loads of Starbucks everywhere as well, haven't we? And
I saw my mate. I went to pick something up from a hairdresser's over the weekend, and I thought I'd just walk through the village. So I had to walk through the village, and I saw my mate sat at a bus stop with a cup of coffee. And I went, "What are you doing?" And he went, "What else am I going to fucking do?" I went, "Fair point."
Yeah, he's right though, isn't he? Shivering.
yeah.
Sounds like fun to me. Number 12. The land of ice-cold drinks. Now, speaking of drinks, if it's not a hot coffee or cocoa, then it's probably got ice in it. Tea, coffee, lemonade, soda, water. Americans like it on the rocks. If you go elsewhere in the world, odds are you'll be sipping your soda at room temperature, or maybe slightly refrigerated if you don't.
Do you like it on your rocks?
On my rock.
Specifically ask for ice. Number 11. Keeping the AC on at all times. Americans must have an aversion to being hot. In many parts of Europe, people simply don't use air conditioning as much as they do in the States. Here,
always
it's
on.
expected to always have the AC blaring, and a lot of visitors find it pretty strange and quite chilly. But come on, it makes sense. If you're cold, you can layer up. If you're hot, all you can do is suffer and complain about it.
Just take your clothes off. We're very liberated,
Boiling
especially in
in here,
Europe.
right
There's a bit, yeah.
That's why I was looking at you, because you're always hot, and then we're always sort of normal temperature. I'm not a big fan of air conditioning, though.
I love it.
What, in
feel,
general?
I feel like it dries the air out. You get kind of a dry throat under air conditioning. Makes it drafty as well, rather than a room temperature.
It's good when it's hot, though.
It's good when
Which
it's
is what
hot.
it's there for.
When it's roasting hot, yeah, but as a general rule of thumb,
Yeah.
if I've ever been in a hotel and the aircon's on and I can't switch it off, I have a crap night's sleep.
Yeah.
First thing I ever do when I go in a hotel, just turn the air conditioning lowest level.
Yeah.
I turn it off.
Just like, see it cold as it goes.
Number 10. Looking at dollars is a snooze fest. I remember going to Europe for the first time and thinking their banknotes look like Monopoly money. And I guess a lot of countries have bills of different colors and sizes depending on the value, like Swedish krona and Russian rubles. But not in the US. It's all greenbacks, baby. Sure, 10s look a little yellowy, 50s are kind of pinkish, and Benjamins seem bluer than the others. But still, US dollars definitely aren't as fun and rainbowy as other currencies. Number 9. Giving a thumbs up. In America, even little kids know a thumbs up means good job, way to go, or anything positive like that. But if you travel to Greece or the Middle East and give this common American gesture, you probably won't make too many friends. Hey, how about giving this video a thumbs up for the useful tip?
I'm not sure that's the case in the Middle East. I
I,
used to always do thumbs up.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've no idea.
Thumbs up is the general. I mean, ancient Rome in the Colosseum,
Yeah.
finish him or did they survive? Thumbs up, thumbs down. That's what I thought. That's where it came from.
Yeah.
That's just everyone does that. I
Yeah.
do it all the time to people.
Yeah.
It'd be
That. I do it all the time.
weird. Mainly that, though.
Number 8. The date writing conundrum. So many visitors to the U.S. get really confused by the month, day, year thing.
You do it
Because
wrong.
most parts of the world write the day, then the month, then finally the year. There's no clear historical reason why the U.S. insists on writing the day differently, but we just do. Number 7. Pre-baby baby showers. Many cultures celebrate a new baby coming into the world, but America is one of the few places that does this before the baby actually gets here. In East Asian countries, for instance, celebrations for a new baby are held once the baby is born, as doing otherwise is seen as bad luck. Number 6. Where "how are you" means hello. Sure, people ask each other how they're doing in other countries, but Americans often use this phrase as a replacement for hey or hello. It doesn't even require a real response. People just answer with "fine, thanks," even if they're in a horrible mood or had a terrible day. Number 5. Bathroom stalls that aren't so private. Don't like doing your business in front of complete strangers? Americans don't either, of course, but the fact that bathroom stall doors often reveal as much as your entire lower leg seems to say otherwise. There's no clear reason as to why there's this big gap in public bathroom stalls here, but many guess it's for safety reasons.
Some of the pubs I go in don't have any doors on at all. Stop the drug dealing, drug use.
I've been in quite a
Just
lot.
fucking open stalls.
yeah.
Been in quite a lot
God.
of pubs where they smear Vaseline on the top of the toilet, and
Oh,
every
really?
flat surface there's Vaseline.
Vaseline on it, yeah.
I also got caught short years ago in a pub where there was a door but there was no lock on it, and it was a really grotty metal pub in Manchester, and basically had to be sat there with my feet up on the door, people trying to get in. Horrendous.
I mean, you were hovering, you were probably sat in all the...
I don't
disgusting.
choice.
Don't go there.
And that's how COVID started.
It's true. It's true.
Or ventilation. Just saying. Number 4. No one uses their inside voice. A lot of my friends who are visiting or moved to the U.S. tell me that locals speak so loud compared to other countries. Whether it's talking on your cell phone or chatting with a friend over lunch, Americans seem to really like projecting their voice. I don't know. Maybe we just want to make sure we're heard. Number 3. It's all about choices. Walk into any grocery store aisle and you'll notice at least 10 different options for cookies, crackers, or cereal. People in the UK don't have these many options for food, and you'll almost never find anything in grape flavor there.
What are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking about?
Really?
For £2 a week.
I know, yeah, you can sponsor a British person so they can have some fucking Cocoa Pops. What are you talking about?
God. I'm going to get on my horse and cart and I'm going to go over there.
Oh my God. And grape flavour, wine. We have aisles and aisles of it. Just so you know, if you go and buy cereal in a supermarket in the UK, you've probably got 20, 30 options for cereal at least.
At least.
The shop I go to has two separate aisles for cereal. As you
have your
everyday
brand name
stuff, your
ones.
brand name ones, like, and then you have like all kinds of like fucking just
Yeah, you have like, it's just all sorts.
you just have all the like the oats and shit like that.
Yeah, they've got loads of different ones of those, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, different makes. And
But you've got all of the legit ones, and then you've got all of the own brand rip-off ones as well, so that doubles everything up instantly.
Which everyone's convinced he's still made by the brands one, just put it
They
in
always
a
put a
box.
different box, a bit cheaper.
That couldn't have been better and more wrong. We apparently they're going to have the car in this country soon as well.
No.
I think I've heard it's going to come over.
No chance.
Yeah.
It's funny that.
2. Hopping into the back seat of a cab. When getting into a cab, it's customary in the States to scoot on into the back seat. But in countries like New Zealand and Australia, riding anywhere but shotgun can be a little rude.
I always get in the back.
Number 1. That classic American smile. In the U.S., people aren't afraid to be nice and show their pearly whites all the time.
You could walk down Fifth Avenue in New York. Tell me the same thing. No way.
I think that's a little passive-aggressive, that point as well, because he's like, in the US, we're not afraid to show our pearly whites, you fucking miserable rest of the world. Smile once in a while.
Shitty tea.
According to a 2015 study at Brown University, because America has always been a very diverse country, it forced people to smile at each other more since they couldn't always communicate with language. That's just one more historical theory as to why America
I thought that said salami, not salam. Like, why is he saying salami to everyone?
tend to smile more than people in other places do. Or maybe we're just, friendlier. Whether you're from the US or not, can you add any more strange Americanisms to the list? Let me know down in the comments. If you learned something new today, then give this video a like, share it with a friend, and here are some more cool videos to check out from the bright side of life.
I enjoyed that, it was funny.
Very good.
There's nothing groundbreaking in there.
No. The only thing that's groundbreaking I found is that we don't have cereal over here.
I know, no cereal.
Cereal doesn't taste of anything.
Taste of grapes or anything.
We're all miserable bastards that don't smile either. No other country in the world's diverse, so people have to smile at each other because they don't understand each other.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just enjoy people's takes on what other cultures and countries are like.
Yeah, that was very much an American perspective on what the rest of the world is like, but it's being marketed as a view of America, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, this is what we do.
It's talking about Americanisms by Americans, comparing them to not necessarily knowing about the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Assuming that the rest of the world isn't like that.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people who will get in the front seat of a taxi here. I do. If it's you don't at the moment because of COVID, you're not allowed.
Yeah.
No, I always jump in the front.
Yeah.
I always do. Unless it's a black cab.
I sit in the back. Always sit in the
You
back.
like royalty?
No, just can't be honest talking most of the time. Sit in the back with my headphones on.
So
I'm like in the front, changing the heat, messing with the radio.
Yeah, and to be fair, most of the Americans I've met have been very friendly people. I will say that, outwardly friendly people.
Yeah.
It's colder here, so we're in general, like where we are. I know you've got places like New York and Boston that gets cold, doesn't it? But I do think we are a bit more pan-faced and stern than the Americans.
I think so, yeah.
In general.
Yeah. I think Americans come across as in general, a bit more friendly and outgoing as a lot of other countries. That's what I'd say, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Not that we're not, but just in general, they seem to be a bit more like that.
I got a miserable bastards to work here.
I got called sir by an American, and I was looking at him like,
You've not been knighted yet.
Fuck are you calling sir? What are you talking about? But that's just normal, isn't it? Talking to, sir, ma'am, things like that.
Yeah.
It's so alien to me.
Yeah.
Used to being called knobhead, not sir.
It's true story. Anyway, hope you guys like that too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers. Guys.